So if Donald Trump contacted NBC News and said, I want to do a series of interviews with you between now and the election, we'll set up town hall events in 5 cities that are going to matter, you think they should say no?
Oh, no, bring him on and then go right at him about the election
you're going to make money off it. But you're going to make money off it. So why not just bring her on and then put it to her and say, let's go through why you think it happened? You got tens of millions of people who agree with her skepticism.
Because, Chris, that's not what they're going to do. That's not what they're going to do. They hired someone. They gave her a contract. So, and we can't overlook this. Who helped Donald Trump try to overthrow an election? They hired her. How could they not know that that was going to piss off not just liberals, but I think most Americans?
Yeah. Geraldo, let me get you in here.
Well, I think that Rachel Maddow is guilty of malignant wokeism. God did not anoint her the arbiter of who was appropriate for her network to hire or what their point of view is. I think that there is an arrogance about the whole notion that the 75 million people that voted for Donald Trump are all out to lunch, that they don't have the right to make a selection. Half of those 75 million people, probably tens of millions certainly, believe the election was stolen. I reject that thesis. That's why I would never support Donald Trump again. But there are a lot of people who do not agree, that agree with Ronna McDaniel, who is the most intimate insider NBC could ever have hired. It was a brilliant idea. She would have or could have spilled the beans on the fake electors and the alternate slates and so forth and so on. Instead, you had this cabal of aging superstars at the network who insisted that this person was somehow inappropriate. Says who and according to whom.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.